Climate change is a significant aspect of threat, and it operates in several dimensions with regard to corals. But corals are particularly sensitive to warming because their optimum temperature, where they're most comfortable and happy, is only 1 or 2 degrees away from what we call their thermal lethal limit. So the temperature at which they simply die. And so this means, as we now have events periodically where the temperature in the ocean reaches 1 to 2 degrees higher than it should be, than its normal temperature, we observe corals dying at very high rates. And so this is an aspect of climate change that also we believe is related to the diseases as disease incidents, and we observe these disease mortality events happening. This is also becoming more clearly linked with temperature stress as well. So those factors interact. There's another aspect of climate change as we change the composition of the atmosphere by adding more carbon dioxide. It not only traps heat in the earth, but it also, a lot of that carbon dioxide from the atmosphere is absorbed into the ocean water. And this has an added effect of changing the chemistry of the ocean water. And so this is a totally different byproduct of our adjustment of the atmosphere that also, we're coming to understand, also has serious consequences for corals. Because one of their main functions in terms of creating calcium carbonate, that carbonate is part of the chemistry in the ocean that's being disrupted. The acidity of the ocean is changing with those chemical changes. And we're understanding that that has an effect on the coral's ability to grow and to build that skeleton that forms the coral reefs. In some locations, in some areas now, there are scientific studies that show that there is less new calcium carbonate, less new limestone being created by the corals than is removed by other types of natural processes. So the balance of the limestone is already negative in many coral reef areas. And that's another aspect that we expect to worsen as with the carbon dioxide increase in the atmosphere and the ocean.